So yet another crazy start, but thankfully after the third bounce along the path, we're really high in the air each one. It's probably on the base of a tree, but it hasn't been lost. Anyway, today is significant because I bought the Callaway Paradym AI smoke irons yesterday evening, and I haven't hit them yet. So the moment I get an iron out, it'll be the first time I've ever hit with that club, and I'm actually not feeling any tension about it because I know they're going to be brilliant eventually. If not today, then on another day. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing what they do and if they go a bit further or whatever. I'm just going to play them as if I'm playing the Zexios or the X-Hot ones. So it looks like I might even have a swing on this next ball, which would be such a bonus. Let's see. Terrible first shot, but that's the pattern recently. It's just been awful nearly every time, but I've got the ball, so let's try and not lose it this time. Gosh. God, that went dangerously close to the water, came out really low, but bounced just to the right of the water and carried on, and is in a perfectly reasonable position. Well, that's certainly a bit better than the last round I played here when I got 10. That's 5. So the first ever shot with the AI smoke irons, it was the 7. It's gone dead straight, perfect, but it felt awful. So I obviously didn't hit it in the right spot because there was no spring to it. It felt like, I don't know, it felt as if there was no shock absorber on it. So I didn't hit it well, but it went dead straight. funny because that felt exactly the same. It felt sort of brittle to the touch, so obviously didn't hit that very well either. It's gone dead straight. I think that's what they're designed to do, but hopefully that is not the feel consistently, because it just doesn't feel very good so far. I think also very slightly thinning it, because I definitely didn't take anything of a divot on that one. And it's like with anything brand new and relatively expensive, you don't really want to blemish it early on. And so I think that was a bit of what happened there. So it was like a bit of a low bullet, but exactly what I needed in terms of position. So I wouldn't say a great start in terms of thinking, wow, what amazing feel these clubs. So far I'd say they felt terrible. Not terrible, just not good. But that's probably my fault. But the position of this ball is exactly right. So, okay, I'm not going to talk again now until the end of the round.ดีไหมดีค่ะ missing. It wasn't overconfidence in the walk, I just thought it was missing, and then I decided to play up to the camera. wasn't going to say any more to camera, but guess what? Quite pleased with that. There's also a nice bit of significance to that, because I had about 2 or 3 times in 5 or 6 rounds I played badly on this hole, and I now know that I've just birdied it 3 times in a row. I'm pretty pleased. I'm not so pleased about the sound of the thunder in the background. Also didn't feel very good. So at the moment what's interesting is that I'm on a very good round, but I would say it's absolutely nothing to do with the new clubs. They haven't made me play badly or do bad shots, but not one of them has felt good. In fact, the only one that felt good was the worst one I played, which was a pitching wedge on the second hole, which was short, but because I took a divot, it felt soft. All the other ones have felt as if I've hit them in the wrong place. They've got a sort of a hollow, echoey feel to them. So I've just got to get used to it, but it just hasn't had that sort of spring off the face, which apparently they're meant to have. But they certainly don't feel as good as my Zexios or the X-Hot irons yet. And that's why I'm recording this, because it'll be interesting to see if that changes, or when it changes, as it's only first impressions. That last one that felt really, really good. So that was from 123 yards with a big piece of mud on it, and I just really sort of struck it hard and sort of fantastic ball flight, really high. Still didn't actually go that far, oddly enough, but you can just feel the wind kicking up, and it was beginning to kick up just now. I decided not to take the 8 just in case I caught it really sweetly and went over the back or something. But that was great because I've had a bit of tentativeness with the new clubs so far, and that was just full on out of the cow grass. Have to make sure I get over the bunkers, and I got on the green, I think. Well, that's fantastic because I've just scored 7 under against bogey par, so 36. That's one of my top front nines. But here's the new clubs finally did contribute to that shot, because it was a fantastic shot, to that score rather. And yeah, so the AI smoke era has possibly started. Because I don't like someone coming up behind me, I let this guy play through and slightly awkward. He's hooked 2 into the water and now has put 1 down in the fairway to have a practice of a chip. Meanwhile, my ball is about 10-15 feet from the pin. So I felt a little bit awkward there, but letting someone play through when they're the ones who are now slow, not me. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Yeah, it's more like 20 feet.
l'uomo con l'ignorante sarà rimasto eroico, per esempio la regione di Matassa, i due
When they're dropping, they're dropping. Now back to the golf. That's gone over the green on the left, bounced on the bank. It's possible it's gone, but interestingly, if I parred the final 4 holes, I would get my record round anywhere, which would be quite a story. But I'm not too worried about that, because it's also a good story that I'm having a good round and the new clubs are not performing particularly well except on the occasional shot. But at the moment the standout club has been the probably the Titleist 49 degree wedge and the Vokey 58 and the putter. Been doing really well. But it would be nice if this ball hasn't gone, or if I can do something with it, because I haven't actually dropped a shot since the second hole against bogey par, that is. What the finest sight in golf, when you thought your ball might have gone and it's sitting up nicely. it's a relief to see that one go into the middle of the fairway. And at the moment I'm 13 under against bogey par, so if I got a bogey par on this, it'll be around a 68. If I par it, around a 67. So, but what's really interesting is that I would still say with the new clubs, even though they've obviously been part of the round and I'm doing really well, but I would still say that the jury is out, because I haven't really felt particularly good on any of the shots except for the 9-iron on the 9th out of the cowgrass. That was fantastic. But the others, they've all had a bit of a metallic sound to them, and I just feel that I haven't sort of struck it very sweetly on any of them. But they've been, I mean, they've all been sort of straight, and I haven't got into trouble on any shots. But yeah, the jury's out at the moment. But what a great round it's been. So that certainly helps with the integration of the new irons into my bag community. But obviously they will be staying there for the next few years. So, but interesting how I was expecting to sort of really notice a difference, and at the moment I would say the difference is a negative. I just haven't felt as good as the old ones. But I guess that's what happens with new things at times. And yeah, it'll just be interesting to look back to this when they're fully bedded in.
No, you can't.
Well, the flight of that and the direction was absolutely beautiful. It was 77 to the pin using my 70 to 75 club, the Vokey 58. Is that going to be a birdie? That certainly was. But how near is it? Oh, I can't see it, so it's well short. Gosh. Oh, goodness me, it's not even on the green. Oh dear. I felt sure that was beautiful. Must have stopped dead. Oh, that is a shame. relief that is after what I thought was an absolutely brilliant approach shot, and it just was so short. But that means with the help of the new clubs, which didn't really seem to be the ones that created the quality round, but they obviously helped, I get a fantastic round of 67. What's particularly sweet is that I got, earlier in the week, I got 2 rounds of 74, including that horrendous 10 on the first hole in the last round. And then I still go out and buy some new irons because I trust in my game and the future of my game. And then the first round with them, even though I must stress they didn't really help out that much, I get one of my top rounds, 67. I think I might even have 5 67s now, and 3 66s and 1 65. So it's definitely a top 10 round, and couldn't be happier.